missing many of the tools to be a champion here on the WNT.
Yeah, but you got to come over and play in the events, and that's what he's been doing. He was...
All right, you could kind of hear the clutter there, so not the hit he wanted on. You know, him being the last match of the day, and of course coming from the U.S., any look off of this probably produces some type of shot. So he played it nice, thick off the one, getting it away from.
You can hear the healthy ripple of applause there.
In store for tomorrow. We'll see what happens in this final match of round number 1. Cue ball's going to come open. So right here, is he going to attack with the 8-ball? Combination or some type of kiss shot. Safety looks difficult as well. Probably, of course, didn't expect to shave the 8 in and the 1 ball get back up table. That's why he drew the cue ball. Expect. A purple 5. So, oh wow. So didn't like the kiss shot. Interesting safety. I'm not sure he got all of it.
Last 32 of the US Open, where he ran Eklinkatchi close.
A handful, but great players, the better players. That's how you improve your game if you're in a position like Hoang. Green 6 that's near. Like to avoid that. He's left the 3 a little, not getting very close to the 5. Yeah, maybe trying to get a little more out of the cue ball. This looks to be perfect.
Doesn't seem to be fazed by any situation, no matter who he's playing, what the setting is. Out there in a single table from the start. And he leads Shane Van Boening 1-0 in the last match of our first round.
I was going to say the first opening break wasn't his best. 2 on the break, 1 in the side, dressed up on the red 3.
Yeah, it was in the last 16 of the World Championship. Surprise. It didn't come entirely out of nowhere that Duong won that match, because in the previous round, he played Wojciech Chevchik.
Odd one to me. I always said that it looks like when he goes around the table, he may just fall over. He's just kind of nonchalant, very soft with the feet. Just they draw 1 rail into the 9.
Yeah, it just fell into a little bit of doubt with where he finished on the 9.
I'll tell you, night and day from the opening break. But he will attack, I believe, on the blue 2. Kind of lays natural, even though it's difficult to come. They're jammed up on the bottom cushion. Like I said, he's a shot maker, Michael. So tactical part of the game is huge, and it's very necessary, but you want to separate yourself. It's all about.
So if you're not familiar with the name of Shane Van Boening, so the start Duong Quoc Hoang is making here is very impressive. He's not fazed by any of that at all.
You wouldn't doubt one day they could afford another cup of some sort.
Named after him at the US Open.
Played at 9 in the same side. All class.
It's back-to-back break and runs. It's 3 racks in a row. Glance at the 9, but I don't think it was ever really heading in that direction.
No, and it seems like a very difficult combination. He makes it probably going to be pretty long distance on the 3 if he has a look at all. Nice fluke to 2.
Won't lighten the mood at all.
No, but I'll tell you one kind of saying I love is fortune favors the brave, and
didn't seem to hit it with enormous conviction. Anyway, Van Boening, back in 2015 in Manchester.
this is all you want, trying to leave it a little tricky. He definitely wants the 3 to carry up the table with it off the left side of the brown 7. He's overhit this.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you and I talked about it. I could kind of see it getting a little red from some distance sitting in his chair. Really maybe stewing over that one mistake on the red 3 in game number 1. Oh, he's going to get a fluke here. That's not going to help things as far as SVB is concerned. You know, after making a mistake, he can kind of hold on to it sometimes. Great as Shane Van Boening. Less angle than I thought. I thought it was a little heavier. Nice touch there on it.
He's had quite a bit of fortune in this match, but he's also played very, very well. Overall, you can make a case that it's
that many people, it's just a numbers game. Uh-oh, that's the one that can turn things around. Ball in hand, for some reason, can make you not so stressed.
Restart the clock.
Since Van Boening potted a ball.
Of course, one of the things that makes Shane so great is not fearing a shot, of course, comeback, or even winning, right? So, love that stroke a little bit better. Back above the side, off that second cushion. Like that, and take a little more distance on the 8.
So for now, at least, came to an end with that scratch off the break. Shane Van Boening did the rest. He's opened his account. Hoang's lead trimmed just slightly.
Yeah, absolutely. Ever since that prize fund was announced there in Saudi as well, influence that one tournament would have on both America and the European teams, but now also Team Asia. You playing it thick, banking the 2? Trying to come behind the purple 5. Really nice touch. And the reason why, cue ball in the upper left, unless he plays it lightly. Not the worst. Here, it's a guy that doesn't mind the long ones. It's a little light with the cue ball. Behind the green 6 off a couple cushions. Now he's hit it too thin. He's going to need some help, and watch out for the 9. Could get a quick one. Oh. For some reason here, Michael, I get the feeling it's like a huge game in this match.
Well, you look at it and say that Van Boening really needed to.
He's going to get a bit of a roll here like that because he feared maybe the miss was there.
Foul shots.
So maybe a couple ball in game number 5. And now a bit unfortunate to go by the 7 there. He hit the ball how he wanted. Like the decision.
Southeast of England beat David O'Cady, but then lost in the quarterfinals to Ko Pin-Yi, who went on to win the title. Barring the sort of miscue we've seen from a couple of players in this tournament, nothing can go wrong really from here. But he gave up ball in hand in both of the next 2. And both times, Shane Van Boening extracted full price. He's back within. Oh, and he's capitalised there on some very good fortune. A golden break for Shane Van Boening. It's the second
at the Whirlpool Masters.
Yeah, Lechner had 4 in 1 match in this tournament last year.
But I think Shane has made the most that I can recall.
Yeah, got the thump just at a perfect angle from the cue ball, and after that it was only heading in one direction.
No, probably not.
Ooh. Close to another 9. Dropping. They'd actually never won any Olympic medal until as recently as 2000 in Sydney.
Maybe it does. Otherwise, he's chipping this, trying to play a safety. Okay. Oh, huge miss here. Let's see, just a swing. Probably didn't have the entire pocket, but definitely missed.
Fine outcome. Might have been tipped as a quarter-finalist by many people at the start of that week in Poland.
Or was it? Yeah, it was Wu, wasn't it? Yeah, he beat Ocean in the quarters.
In the quarters,
that's right.
Yeah.
Of course, efficiently enough, anyways, to be back on the black 8 upstairs, the top rail. It's going to get a little thin. That's a big sign of confidence there, putting a lot of speed on that 8.
Still unexpected, into another corner pocket at the other end of the table, has proved decisive in this rack. There was still plenty for Duong Quoc Hoang to do there.
Another nice break off, really. Past the first one. That way the 2 doesn't go towards the 8, they go towards the 11 a little bit. And that's a good look. He could make this, but I guess the cueing over the red 3 was really hampering and made him go a little.
Extension called.
Watch out for the scratch. That's the one I was talking about. He's going to get the 9 instead.
Hang on. It's another quick finish, and Shane Van Boening has now won.
This little thin on the blue 2, but not too far away, not too overstretched. Very good at easing the ball in. Calisthenic, really, and trying to get the blood flowing. I think he's feeling a little fatigue at the moment.
You see him there. It's all catching up with him a bit. He does look a bit fatigued, it has to be said.
Yeah, just even a shot like that. And what happens when you're fatigued is you normally get a little quick with the stroke. And, you know, he's in high demand. This jump shot. He's got to land on top of the 3. May lose the 3 off the table here.
Well, it has gone off the table.
He's got to be happy the 3 went in flying. Look, so he may have to just come 2 rails to the center of the table. And I'm surprised he didn't recognize not to come all the way down. Not only did the pink 4 come out more, but the cue ball.
And now that he's made that, the
could come 2 rails out. So after a rare miss, we've seen a bit of a roll. Hoang with jump shot on the 3. A bit of a poor safety in return.
So the comeback is complete. He was 4-0 down at one stage. He's now drawn level. Shane Van Boening.
Funny thing is, not only just jet lag, but without jet lag, it's kind of a guy that rises with the sun no matter what. And could maybe use an afternoon nap if he does get through this match today, leading into that quarterfinal tomorrow. He's not snookered on the blue 2, but I'll tell you, a whole lot better being stuck to it. Especially, I don't really see a whole lot of safety options. Oh, action on the... Well, I think a tough task. Yeah, I didn't... Thought it was a really, really kind of hard option.
To the semis, he was beaten 10-9 by Mark Bijsterbosch. You consider Bijsterbosch then went on.
Looking for here, got to do the same. Could give up a kiss shot. On the draw strip. Come back for the combo. Be on the rail. This is no hanger. Now, it's a little off. Pretty easy combination for Shane.
Oh, how's it bounce? Oh, and just when it looked as though Shane Van Boening...
Somewhat similar to a combination that FSR shot earlier today where a ball went in. I don't think there was any concern on the cue ball there from Shane, and I didn't really see it either.
Well, there was still position for the 9. And with that 9, he regains the lead at 6-5 in extraordinary circumstances.
Oh, no, look at that blue 2. I don't know if there's much offensive. Maybe a cross corner bank. I'll tell you, it's not the worst. I think it does. Nice touch there. I'm just going to open up. No? Like I said, you don't have to leave much. Kind of spin into this ball. May fluke this if he gets behind it.
What do we need to do?
And it's a pretty easy 2-rail hit here. Needs a little spin. Is he on 1 cushion? Wow.
Well, fair to say he's wrested back the initiative now. Well, what an eventful last couple of racks it's been. Shane Van Boening looked like he'd taken the lead at 6-5 and fell in. And then in the next rack, Duong Quoc Hoang manages to pull out
So
that.
creative. Yeah, a bit of distance, but not much left in the match. That's the key. 4-0 doesn't look as bad as
So
7.
he's out.
Confident stroke there on the purple 5. And that's where you could see the table.
It's such a good round for the favourites. And the Duong Quoc Hoang could be booking the trend here. He's a couple of racks away from pulling off an upset. He now leads.
Well, the blue 2's up there by itself. That's what you want to look at if you're Hoang, right? Got some work, of course. Bit of a long 2 ball, not too bad. Really from the red.
At the US Open, Toto in Hanoi.
Yeah, did he come far enough? On forward. I kind of got a little quick. Here's the opening. SVB is needed. Gonna get double bank this ball below the purple here. May fluke it off the purple. May fluke it off the purple. Not what he wanted. Almost threatening catching the purple 5. Wow, look where he's going to leave this cue ball over the green 6. Ooh, this is nasty. If he tries to cross this, he could get a double kiss that is normally not there, but since you're jacked up, you don't quite get through the ball as well. Did beat the double kiss. Nice stroke there.
That's where all his trouble started, really, early on in the match. But this one was a much more difficult shot.
For Hoang, right? Well, this is going to be difficult. He's going to have to make some shots because he can't really carry a whole lot of angle. He did. You know he's nervous, but you got to be impressed how he still swings the cue. A lot of players, myself included, probably would have cinched the 4 a little bit. Just
Duong Quoc Hoang, the only debutant in the field, seen as the rank outsider of the field. He was a big outsider even to win this match, but now he very well might, because he's first to the hill.
okay, wasn't the best sounding rack. Is the 6 going to bleed in? It is. 1. This overhead will tell us. I don't know if we'll get to see the ball settle, but look at the 3-9 once the blue 2 is.
And if you manage to do that, it's got to help.
He tried to go rail first. Now he's going to dislodge this 3-9 a little bit at the table. You would say that wasn't all about trying to create movement of the cue ball, so he played rail first with draw spin. This is touchy. Shane's just a master of the slick table, though. I mean, he understands. I like that play. Pretty smart. A 2-way. Now, can he play the red 3 in the middle and catch a little piece of... That wasn't a miss, folks. That was by design.
Foul shot.
That'll do.
So Shane Van Boening will battle on.
Shane Van Boening
Still needs to
completes
win
the
another 3.
All right, the 2's out in the open by itself a bit. That's Always a good sign about this one. I'll tell you, it's in your hands to make it 8-7. On the red 3 that he's on now, he's going to use a lot of side spin. It's the angle he's going to gather, and that'll get him to where he can draw the... Which we can talk about other balls, but he doesn't want to land flat or straight on the rail here. Should be 2 cushions. Wow. Maybe.
Fell in a similar way, didn't it? Just paused for a moment, and then toppled over.
Get a little straight here, that could cause some problems getting from the 7 to the 8.
It feels like anyone's match again.
Just wants to make sure he keeps knocking them in.
And he has done throughout an excellently played 15th rack. Now he's going to be breaking with a chance to take.
I don't know how many kisses that 7. Five kisses on the cue ball I counted there. Wayne's going to get a chance. Roll coming down with the cue ball. He's overhit it. He's going to have to make a jump shot, which has been okay for him in this match. Little overcut. So watch where the 1 plays to the right side of the pocket, and that usually promotes a foot and a half more cue ball travel. Gonna say if he makes it, gotta take a chance to win. He's hit it nice. He's hit it nice. This will help. We'll get back up on the green 6 at the top of your screen. Let's throw this past the side, get below. Yeah. Uh-oh. Did he lose it? Yes, he did.
Foul shots.
Yeah. What a turn of events, Michael.
Yeah, he done so much good work there to put himself in a few remaining balls he needed for one of the best wins of his life. And then that happens.
Oh, yeah, he wanted to put the speed to come underneath and play off the bottom cushion. He just didn't really dial in the line of the cue ball. That was the real kind of mishap.
Doesn't seem that long ago that Shane Van Boning's only route through to the quarterfinals was to win the last 4 racks. He's now completed 3/4 of that task, and just as they did in the World Championship last year, start of rack 5 that allowed Van Boning back into things. And the American then won 5 of the next 6 racks to level at 5-all. Looked like he was about to lead at 6-5. He'd actually potted the 9 in the next rack, but then the cue ball just followed it in.
Well, he's going to get a combination here. What's the pink 4 going to do? Oh, my. Oh, my.
Well, if that pink 4 ends up anywhere else but there, the match is over.
If the pink 4 doesn't get involved. Tell you what, win or lose, though, you got to give it to Wang, and he's certainly shown us why he was one of the wild cards in this event. I'll tell you what, he's got to watch out for a couple things here. Doesn't want to leave a cross corner bank, that's for sure. He's left this awfully thin as well.
Comes back up, goes on the spot.
Yeah, the only ball that does on a push out. I was thinking this double banking it. Enough speed with the cue ball. Well, I was full. Yeah, we played it like that. What a beauty. What a beauty. Yeah, that's all he can ask. May not leave a pocket. Yeah, pretty good speed. It's all about laying the 3 on the rail or near it.
He has used it, yeah.
Gave up a good shot. I'm kind of curious how he wanted to play it. Maybe. No, this is not how he wanted to hit this ball. I'd be fortunate not to end up with a tough shot. Yeah, it just wasn't the clean delivery he's had most of the match. Friendly double kiss on the purple into the green 6. Right, is he banking this across the 6 like that, trying to get a little bit more off the rail? Yeah, nice shot. He actually went between them.
Duong Quoc Hoang getting that sinking feeling. He's contributed so much to a really memorable match. But with so many blockbuster names already through to the quarterfinals. And he's here for the weekend. Shane Van Boening, the former world champion who was dethroned from that crown by Duong Quoc Hoang. The grass he's asked for now. So disappointing for Duong Quoc Hoang. He played so well at times. But Shane Van Boening really pulled it out so impressively. That last rack could have been over right at the start of it. But Van Boening had to